In the open-plan office that always smelled faintly of overbrewed coffee and the low hum of laptops, Emma's heart stopped for one impossible second. She stared at her screen, but the numbers blurred. Across the narrow aisle, Leah leaned over a spreadsheet, one dark strand of hair slipping from behind her ear to brush her cheek. Emma knew every detail by heart: the faint freckle above her left eyebrow, the way her lower lip tucked when she concentrated, the tiny silver stud that caught the fluorescent light. They had worked side by side for months, breathing the same recycled air, sharing late-night takeout. Today, Emma decided she could no longer pretend the ache in her chest was just exhaustion. She had come to New York from a quiet Ohio town where everyone knew your secrets and no one ever left. Here she had built a careful life. Perfect presentations, polite small talk, a desk always in right angles. She was the reliable one, until Leah arrived from the Los Angeles office. Sharp, fearless, with a laugh that sliced through tension like sunlight through blinds. From their first meeting, the ground tilted. They were paired on a beauty brand campaign that promised not just makeup but stories, authenticity, vulnerability. The irony stung. It began innocently. Late nights when the floor emptied and the city outside became a galaxy of lit windows. Leah kicked off her heels, rolled her chair closer. "Tell me why this concept scares you." Emma hesitated, then admitted it felt too raw. Leah listened the way some people breathe, completely. In those hours, Leah spoke of growing up in a strict Catholic house in Pasadena, of realizing at 16 that she loved her best friend, how that truth burned like swallowed fire. "I left the day I turned 18, she said, tracing circles on the table. "Sometimes I still feel the heat." Emma listened, her own secrets clawing upward. She had dated men because it was expected. Awkward prom nights, polite college boyfriends, the fiancé her mother still mentioned in Christmas cards. None of it had ever felt real. What felt real was Leah leaning over her shoulder, the warmth of her arm, the scent of vanilla and cedar. One Thursday, the team celebrated the campaign launch on a Soho rooftop. The skyline glittered. Emma drank Prosecco too fast and found herself alone with Leah at the railing, wind whipping their hair. "You always look like you're holding something back," Leah said softly. "What are you afraid of?" "Everything," Emma thought. Instead, she whispered, "You." Leah's eyes widened, then softened. She tucked a strand of hair behind Emma's ear, fingers lingering. For a moment, the world shrank to that touch. Then someone shouted that the Uber was leaving, and the spell broke. The next morning, the office felt hostile. Whispers followed them. Someone had seen. By noon, Emma's manager, David, called her in. "We value you," he said, hands folded like a disappointed principal. "But personal relationships complicate things. I'm sure you understand." She understood too well. She spent the day hiding behind her monitor, throat tight. When the floor emptied, Leah appeared. "You've been avoiding me." "I can't lose this job," Emma said, eyes fixed on her dark screen. "It's all I have that's mine." Leah pulled a chair close, their knees almost touching. "I've lost jobs, friends, family. I'm still here." Her voice cracked. "But if you're not ready, I'll back off. I don't want to be why you're scared." Emma looked at her pale reflection. All her life, she had chosen safety over truth. She was tired. She took Leah's hand. "I'm terrified," she said. "But I'm more terrified of pretending I don't want this." After that, they lived in the margins. Hour-long coffee runs, quiet dinners in West Village bistros, long walks across the Brooklyn Bridge where the city felt big enough to hide them. Leah taught Emma to parallel park and order wine without flinching at prices. Emma taught Leah that silence could be comfortable, that reading separate books on the same couch was intimacy. Fear still followed. Leah's ex left cryptic Instagram comments. Then an anonymous email with grainy photos landed in HR. David called them both in. "I'm not your parent," he sighed, "but drama affects the team. Keep it outside these walls." Leah spoke first. "It already makes us better at our jobs. We understand authenticity now. Give us a chance." David studied them, then nodded. "Fine. No more anonymous emails." They walked out holding hands in the empty corridor, hearts pounding like twin birds against the same cage. Months later, on an ordinary Tuesday that felt anything but, they were the last two in the office again. City lights shimmered outside. Emma closed her laptop and turned to Leah. "I love you," she said, steady and sure. "I'm done hiding it. From anyone." Leah's eyes filled. She crossed the space between their desks and cupped Emma's face. "I've loved you since you bit your lip trying not to laugh at my terrible Spanish in that Miami client call. I love you so much it scares me." Emma laughed through tears. "Good. We can be scared together." Leah leaned in slowly. Their lips met, soft, trembling, tasting of peppermint tea and relief. It wasn't fireworks, it was homecoming. Emma felt hands slide into her hair, her own arms wrap around Leah's waist, as if they had done this forever and would do it forever again. When they parted, foreheads still touching, the office felt sacred. After that night, they stopped pretending. They arrived together, left together, no longer flinching at stares. Some colleagues smiled, others looked away, but the work grew bolder because they finally understood truth. Emma called her parents from the new apartment's fire escape. The conversation hurt, but her mother finally said, "If she makes you happy, bring her for Thanksgiving." Leah's family took longer. Some doors stayed closed, but her sister flew in and cried seeing how Leah glowed. Years later, people swore they had always been together. They still worked in the same office, promoted now, leading their own team. Above Emma's desk hung a framed print from their first campaign. Two women, foreheads almost touching, eyes closed in trust. Clients thought it was marketing. Only they knew it was memory. Love, Emma learned, was not the absence of fear. It was choosing to walk forward anyway, hand in hand, into whatever came next. With Leah beside her, every ordinary day felt like the beginning of the best story she would ever live.